Revival has taken place in Tennessee over the past month as 1,000 churches from various denominations partnered for 30 days of prayer and fasting. It was called Awaken Tennessee, and pastors reported the response was powerful and the Spirit of God led people to salvations, rededications, and baptisms. It's estimated more than 100,000 people were touched by the time it ended on Sunday. East Rogersville Baptist Church was the launching pad. The church pastor told the Rogersville Review newspaper the Holy Spirit came and took control. Before the events ended, George Thomas spoke with Barbie Franklin of Awaken Tennessee about how God moved in these services.
So tell us, how is God changing people's lives in these services?
Well, God is moving tremendously right here at East Rogersville Baptist and really all across Rogersville, Tennessee. A lot of churches have been involved in these services. Basically, it began with, I believe, a fasting movement. We saw in Nashville, Tennessee last year, a leader, a young, humble pastor, start a 30-day fast, and 400 churches joined him. And we took packets across the state. They are prayer packets that help people to pray for the residents of their city and neighbors. And basically this year, more churches wanted to participate. So there are literally well over 1,000 churches now participating this year in this 30-day fast. And because of what we have seen in other nations, we particularly saw in the nation of Egypt back in 2010 and 11 that really stirred up revival there and spread across their nation and now across the Middle East, with millions of Muslims getting saved.
You mentioned this before, but it all started, as you said, with this commitment to praying for 30 days. Tell us about that real quickly.
400 churches ended up participating, and a bunch of leaders that we introduced to this movement across Tennessee participated last year. And then this year, what we saw was that all the churches that had already heard about it really wanted to join and participate as well this year. And so we have well over 1,000 churches that are fasting and praying right now across Tennessee. And about a week into this fast, a few weeks ago, we had been invited to this church, and they had revival meetings scheduled already. And as soon as the service began and the worship began, it was such a beautiful experience to see people running to the altar with no invitation. And that's a sign of revival.
Do you think this could help lead to nationwide revival in America?
I absolutely believe it could, if the people of God will press into Him in prayer. It always takes pressing into God and pursuing Him, and it absolutely could inspire another great awakening.
Terrific. Thank you so much. There is nothing like the power and the glory of a transformed life in Jesus Christ. Barbie Franklin, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.